Right, well, this event that's been going on that we've had, I'm recording this now. I don't know if it'll go up probably when the event's finished, more than likely. I'm actually trying to test with the other character something which I'll explain in a minute. So as you'll see, this event, you work your way up here. You need to collect these in order to accelerate. Otherwise you do it day by day. Well, anyway, I pretty much come on every day, pushed it forward, obviously with the normal way of 8 hours, like you see here. It's just started, so it's gone forward at 8 hours, and then I've sort of done the dailies, got this, accelerated it, and my idea was, I thought, well, we'll really go for this one, and I thought we'll do everything we can to push this sucker all the way up and get that. It ain't gonna happen. It's as simple as that. So these things here, if you look at the bottom, it says you can only gain 3,000 per event, which seems like quite a lot. This is it. This is as far as I've got. I cannot get any more of these in game. What makes it really bad, now I don't know whether we'll get it back at the end of the event. That's something I'm going to have to look at. But if you go to the shop here, and you go to events, you buy these things, and it multiplies the amount of these tickets you get by 10 times, it says there. So basically you pay X amount of money, and then in the event it'll give you more of these when you kill a boss. Instead of getting 7, you'll get 60, 100, whatever, depending on how many you've obviously bought. The other day I threw 750,000 credits at that to multiply these, only to then realise that I've actually hit the limit and I can't get any more. So it took the 750,000 credits, but I haven't had any more of these in return. So you can still spend money getting those things, which won't do a damn bit of good. Now, whether the event they refund you, or whether at the end of the event it just goes away and you lose 750,000 credits, I don't know. But totally wrong. Not so wrong for me, because obviously I collect these in game. If you've bought these and you went and bought 750,000, threw them at that, and they don't refund you, you've just lost all your money. Simple as that. The other thing is you get to here. I mean, this is as far as I've got. It's going to vary from player to player. You might get up here on your luck. I mean, if it is random, I don't know. When you open these things up in between, it'll give you an extra 5, which jumps you 5, or an extra 3, or sometimes nothing. Credits, knowledge, that kind of thing. So it bumps you up. But this is as high as I can actually get now with these finished. There is only one other way to do it, and that is these. Now these, we could have used the ones that we got in here. I use them on daily events to get rid of events I don't want to do, otherwise I'll just get stuck with so many events to have to do which I don't want to do. Not events, missions. So I use them in here. Now I did get a few, but nowhere near enough to get anywhere near up here. So the only other option you've got, now you used to be able to use credits to fast forward yourself here, but they don't anymore. They've gone to these. The only other way is to buy these. So if you go to the shop again and buy resources, you'll see you can buy them here, and they will cost you 240 argents to get one. Okay, back to the event. Now 240 for one. We are at 933, so just call it 900, make life easier. So we need another 600 to get here. So in effect, we've got about 2 days left, so we could do about 4 more of the clicks or whatever. But we'll say 550, because obviously we're there. So 550, not including the last days when you get the free one each day or whatever, to move forward. 550, so we need 550 argents. 550 stims, should I say, not argents. Argents, if you work that out roughly, I mean, you're going to get sort of 3s, 10s, you might get 50 here, you might get lucky depending on what you get here. But at present, you'd be looking at 120,000 argents or something crazy like that, even 100,000 argents. If you go to the argents and the only way you're going to get argents, apart from a few you get in game, is to buy them. And to buy them, well, there you go, 100,000 argents is 90 euros. 120,000 if that's what you need, if it was that bad. You're going to be looking at 100 euros. That's to finish this event. 100 euros to get that and that. And these you can buy those. Let's have a look at that. Consumables, no, resources. Again, yeah, if you bought thousands of those, that would cost you even a hell of a lot more. So yeah, you're talking hundreds of thousands of argents. So in effect, now whether like I say, I could have just got really unlucky with this event, but basically getting up to somewhere around here, I mean, I might have got a bit further, I might have been a bit further back. I don't think I would have got, well no, there's no way I would have got 600 or 500 extra things here. So in effect, you're going to get barriered here. It'd be interesting to hear from anybody else who's doing these events, who's not throwing literally money at it, to see what it cost them to get here. And I don't mean the past events, it has to be from this event onwards. Since they've basically changed to this system 3000 and these things and using these to accelerate, it would be really interesting just to see how far people have got, and if anybody's actually finished it without throwing money at it or throwing the equivalent of hundreds of dollars of argents at it, because at present it appears you won't be able to finish this unless you put money into the game now, which is interesting. I mean, and for these things it's just not worth it. It really isn't. It's just a complete waste of money if you're going to throw money at it for that. I mean, I can understand people throwing a few quid at a few argents, like 1,000, couple of thousand argents, whatever, you know, €2, €5, whatever, to finish the event. But to actually have to throw like 80 euros at it or something, that's just ridiculous. Anyway, if you've done these events, let me know how you got on. I'd be really interested to know how far you're getting. I'm actually trying with the other character at the moment to see how far I can get the other character. I've only got a couple of days left and I haven't really worked on that one much, so it's a bit of a push to try and use up 3,000 just to see if I get stopped. At the moment the other characters are out about here somewhere, so I don't know if I'll actually get it finished, that one, but I'm sure I'm going to reach the same thing around 800 to maybe 1,000. I'm going to hit a wall where you literally would have to throw real money at it. Let's just accelerate that once a minute. I just want to check something out. Yeah, see, I mean, even if we threw, well, let's do it. Why not? We can only do 3 of those, 2, 3. But let's just use them up. I mean, it's not going to matter using these. I'm not that bothered, to be honest. So let's see how far we go from 934. Well, we got a few on that one. So we accept. So that gives us another 30 odd. Do it again. Got some stims, that'd be useful. That gets to 995, and we could move forward. We did get 2 stims, so we could move a little bit more forward. And we're not going to have enough of that. We're a little bit short on that. Let's just send that. Let's use those 2 stims as well. Right, so we used the 2 stims. Can't use another one of those. We got to 1,000. We are still 500 short, even with spending what, 2,500, 2,600, 2,700. And if you'd bought them, 2,700, €3. So that's €3, and it's not even getting you anywhere near close yet. So yeah, I see a wall there. Unless you're prepared to throw hundreds of euros at a wall, 80 euros or whatever at it. Well, I'll see if I can, like I say, can't even get rid of that thing. I'll see if I can get the other one done and see how far I can get with that one. But like I say, if you actually are doing these events now with these ticket systems and the stims, if you're doing the old ones still, yeah, you can get through those. It just takes time, a lot of grind. But this is a lot of grind as well. To get here, this is pure grind to push it up. So without using these, obviously, and without using these, just doing it on the credit system. But like I say, it appears once you get to the higher ranks here. I mean, we got to there, but we could have quite easily fallen short as well, I would have thought. If these things are random in between, then there's a possibility, but I still can't see if they're random that you will make it to the end. Not unless you just had pure luck on your side. But anyway, let me know, and yeah, hopefully this isn't an ongoing thing. Hopefully this is just an oversight on their part.